There is no statutory right to end a Dubai tenancy early. There is a contract, there may be a break clause, and there is always a negotiation. Tenants who abandon the property lose that negotiation before it starts. Tenants who propose a structured exit usually keep most of their money. Here is the belief, and it is everywhere, that a tenancy is like a subscription. The term ends, the landlord declines to renew, the tenant packs. It feels intuitive. It is how leases work in half the world. And in Dubai, it is simply wrong. Under Article 6 of the tenancy law, if the tenant continues to occupy the property after the contract expires without objection, the tenancy renews automatically. Same terms, same rent, subject only to a lawful increase noticed under the rules we covered in episode 19. Expiry does not end a Dubai tenancy. Only the law's own exits do. And the law's own exits are the ones you already know from episode 18, 4 grounds, demolition, comprehensive renovation, the owner's personal use or first degree next of kin, sale, with 12 months written notice. There is no third category, which means most non-renewals in this city, the agent's phone call in. Month 11, the WhatsApp, 2 weeks before expiry. The email saying the owner has other plans are void eviction attempts. Wearing polite language, they start no clock, they create no obligation. They are information about intentions, nothing more. Tenants, hear this clearly, you do not have to leave on a message. If the notice you received names no statutory ground, arrived by no statutory method, or gives less than 12 months, the tenancy renews under Article 6, and your position is close to unanswerable. The mistake tenants make is not legal, it is social. They leave, because leaving feels like what happens next. Thousands of dirhams in moving costs, agency fees, and rent differentials get paid every month in this city on the strength of messages with no legal content. Landlords hear the mirror image just as clearly because this desk reads positions, not sites. If you genuinely need the property back, a real sale, real renovation, your own family moving in, do it properly and do it early. A defective notice does not just fail, it costs you a full year because the 12 months only starts when a valid notice is served. Every month spent on a WhatsApp that a tenant's advisor will dismantle in one paragraph is a month added to your timeline. The statute is not an obstacle course, it is a checklist with 4 boxes, and it rewards the landlord who ticks them the first time. Watch for the hybrid, because it is the commonest move in the city. The non-renewal, that is really a rent increase wearing a costume. The owner won't renew unless you sign a new contract at 30% more. Read it against both episodes, it touches and it fails twice. As an increase, it needs the 90-day notice and a slab that permits the number. As an eviction, it needs a statutory ground and 12 months through the notary, a demand that fails. As both is simply a proposal, and you are entitled to treat it as one, politely, in writing, with the tenancy renewing on its existing terms. Underneath the whole conversation, the structured attempt in a non-renewal file is usually a single, decisive letter. It names Article 6, states that the tenancy has renewed on its terms, invites the landlord to identify the statutory ground and the notarized notice if any exist, and sets a defined response window. That letter ends most of these matters in days, because there is nothing to argue. Either the ground and the notice exist, or they do not. Pre-legal rental dispute resolution rarely gets a cleaner demonstration, the step before you file, resolving the matter because the law was never actually in doubt. Dispute.a operates the attempt at a fixed fee. The details are on the site, and when it is pressed, regardless, the RDC will decide it on precisely this distinction. It is the workhorse question of the rental list. The RDC decides disputes. Most disagreements don't need deciding, they need resolving, and a non-renewal usually just needs someone to say, on paper, what the law already says. Escalation is a decision, not a default. Next episode we swap chairs completely, the landlord's position, the unpaid rent, and why a structured demand recovers arrears faster than most judgments do.